Hey guys, my name's Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So for the holidays, I love gingerbread men decor, and I remember last year I couldn't find any, so I was like, let's make some this year. So today's video is going to be showing you guys how I made really simple and easy gingerbread men decor. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so for this DIY, the first thing that I did was buy this outline of these gingerbread men on Etsy. I think it was only $1 or $2, and I'll link it down below for you guys. Anyways, I printed out these two gingerbread men that I wanted. Then I'm going to take a Dollar Tree poster board and I'm going to place my gingerbread woman on top of it, and I'm going to tape her down. Next, I'm going to trace her out. I'm going to take her off and I'm going to fill in those gaps where the tape wouldn't let me trace over. Now I'm going to cut her out using an Xacto knife. And these Dollar Tree poster boards have like paper stuck to them, so I'm just going to peel that paper off. I'm going to take a Dollar Tree sanding block and I'm just going to smooth out her edges. Grab her paper outline and then place it on top of that styrofoam outline we just made, and then trace out all of her details. It doesn't really show up that well on camera, but you can faintly see her details indented into the styrofoam. So now I'm just going to take her paper outline and I'm going to cut out her dress and her bow because we're going to use these later. For now, we're going to move on to our gingerbread man, and we're going to do basically the same thing that we just did. So tape him on and then trace him out. So for him, I decided to trace out his details while he was still taped on. So make sure to like press really hard because we want this to get indented into the styrofoam, and there's still that like paper in between him and the styrofoam right now. Cut him out using an Xacto knife. Also, remember to peel that paper off. And you guys can see that his details did show up. Alright, so I'm going to sand him down to make him nice and pretty. Now I'm going to take his paper outline and I'm going to cut out his scarf and his little hat. I'm gonna take some clay and I'm gonna be using Daz clay because it's my favorite, and I know that it won't crack if I have it drying up against something that I want it to stick to. So I'm going to start wedging my clay and then I'm going to roll it out. Now I'm going to take the dress we cut out and I'm going to trace it out. Right here, I'm also outlining the little buttons. Taking some water in my hand, I'm just going to smooth out the dress using my fingers. Right now on the back of the dress, I'm just adding a little bit of water to make it sticky, and now I'm just going to put the dress on top of our ginger woman. Here, I'm just making sure to add in those little buttons. Roll out some more clay and cut out her bow. Once again, smooth it out using some water and then place her bow on her head. Taking small amounts of clay, I'm going to add in her little eyes and her mouth, and I'm making sure to use the little indents we made as my guide to know where to place everything. Next, I'm going to be adding the little squiggly lines that are on her arms and legs. And then here's how our girl's looking like, and set her aside to dry. We're going to move on to our gingerbread man, so roll out some more clay and cut out his little hat. Make sure to smooth out his little hat with some water and then place it on his head. Don't forget to add in the little ball for his beanie. I'm taking the back of a paintbrush and I'm going to indent where the fold is on his beanie to make it look like deeper. Roll out some more clay, and now we're going to cut out his little scarf. Now I'm going to take little amounts of clay and I'm going to add in his little details. So our little guy is done, and set him aside to dry.
Later.
This is how our gingerbread men are looking like after about 2 days of drying, and now it's time to paint. I painted both of them just a regular brown color, and that actually turned out to be a little bit darker than I wanted them, so I mixed in some white paint on the second coat to make them a bit lighter. I painted their little squiggly lines white since that's the frosting on them. Then I painted their faces black. And I gave our gingerbread woman some red lips. At first, I wanted like a blue theme, so I painted his scarf and his hat a light blue, and then the little ball on his head, I painted a metallic silver. I also painted his little buttons a champagne gold color. I wanted my gingerbread men to match, so I painted her dress also a light blue, and then her buttons a champagne gold, and her bow a metallic silver. For some reason, I wasn't loving this. Like, it wasn't Christmassy enough for me. So I decided to get rid of the blue and I gave it a white coat. Anyways, I painted his scarf green and his little hat red. And I already love this so much more. I painted her dress red. Now that the paint is dry, I'm gonna draw little snowflakes onto his hat. Next, I'm gonna draw little swirls on his scarf. Using some 3D fabric paint, I'm just gonna trace over all the little snowflakes we made, and then I'm gonna trace over the little swirls. And he's looking so cute. I wanted these two to coordinate, so I'm gonna draw on those little snowflakes on her dress, and then I'm also gonna use that 3D fabric paint and I'm gonna trace over them. Okay guys, so now it's glitter time. So I'm gonna take some clear Elmer's glue and I'm gonna paint the little ball on his hat with it, and then I'm gonna sprinkle tons of silver glitter on it. Basically anywhere you see me paint is gonna be clear glue, and all the glitter I'm using is from Dollar Tree. She kind of looks like she's had a rough night here, right? Like her mascara is running, but she's still trying to stay happy. I let this dry for a couple of hours, and now I'm going to take a little fan brush and I'm just going to wipe off all that extra glitter that didn't stick on. This is how our little guy is looking like now, and the glitter only stuck onto the glue, so you don't have to worry about having glitter everywhere on your gingerbread man. Now I'm going to wipe off the extra glitter on our gingerbread woman, and she's looking good too now. Going back to our gingerbread man, I'm going to take some more of that clear glue and this time paint it on his hat and his scarf. Now I'm going to take some chunky white glitter, and it's also kind of like clear at the same time, and I'm going to put it all over his hat and scarf, and this will give it like a snowy effect. I'm going to do the same thing to our ginger woman's dress. Once it's dry, I'm going to wipe off the extra glitter. Lastly, I'm going to take some matte Mod Podge and I'm going to seal everything that doesn't have glitter on it. You could seal the glitter parts, but I wasn't sure if it would like change like the glitteriness of it. Either way, these gingerbread men haven't like given me much glitter fallout at all. Anyways guys, we're done. And aren't these two so adorable? They're also very light, so you could like place them anywhere once you want to start decorating for the holidays. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys try this out and subscribe for more DIYs and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!